Woke content. Shilling. What's wrong with Brie Larson now? The fandom is broken.
Indeed. Very
Oh,
crisp.
wow. That was all quick and fast and ended up looking strange and everything. Merry Christmas and season's greetings to everyone that is joining in. We appreciate y'all checking this out. We'll have some of the other guys coming through in a moment. Ghost of got the Ghost of Christmas at some other point in time over there. Kenshiro and Atakuji. Of course, sitting next to me is
Mega Mary Sean. You know, Mary Mega Sean.
Mary Mega Sean.
Mary
All right.
Mega Sean.
All right.
Not sure that rolls off the tongue like that, but that's okay.
You gotta be
It is
ready.
what it is, you know. Also, what's up to Kenshiro hopping in on the couch and the great Atakuji with a sweater that looks like it lights up. There
it does.
You can't see
You
it.
can
The
barely
mic's in
tell.
the way.
Yeah, you can barely tell with these lights, man.
Well, it's-
Auntie got this
and
for
also
me
the
years
mic
ago.
is in the way. It looks good though.
I only wear it once a year. So.
You know.
That's why I had to pull this hoodie
Oh,
out.
you know what? I mean, I wasn't gonna do that itchy, scratchy Vader sweater. Like,
You know how you alleviate the itchy scratchy? You put a T-shirt on underneath it.
true. But even
Nobody
then,
wears
it's like-
sweaters. Just like
He
a
out
sweater,
here-
Sweater is a
No,
layered.
like
clothing.
literally, like it itches even up here on the
You
neck.
wear an ascot. Looking like
Yeah,
looking like
I guess
Fred
so.
from Scooby Doo. And I Guess I'll show off that I'm got the Eagle Fan karate.
It said,
Eagle fan.
Yeah, there you go. Y'all wondering if I was wearing something Christmassy? This is as Christmassy as I get by humbug with the hat.
so just real quick.
Go ahead.
So you just be out here raw chesting sweaters, man? You just be out here with a raw.
Oh, man.
Okay.
He was like,
all right.
Oh, man. Especially not that sweater.
Oh, okay.
Especially not that sweater.
Vader to get you, huh?
That's the first time I ever heard
S-
anybody
some
complain.
some with the material, man. I'm telling you.
Oh.
Maybe the arms at most, but I ain't never heard nobody worry about a sweater being itchy.
Well,
'Cause
I don't know. It's
normally-
wherever the lights are protected. Like there's something inside, some material protecting.
Oh, so it lights
Like a little
up.
chafing.
yeah.
So
it lights
you
up.
have, so you have to wear a
yeah,
T-shirt. then.
100%. Yeah, but still, it's like the material. I mean, it's probably cheap. So
Oh.
Hey,
All right. All right.
All right. So what's up to Wolverine Solid X checking in early, the other Steve checking in, and also
Pryor.
MK Pryor. Appreciate y'all. He said itchy scratchy. He's talking
See
about
y'all.
the show.
Um,
No, he's talking about that itchy tasty with Resident Evil.
Yes, indeed.
but no, man. Like, obviously Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas to all of
Yes.
all of y'all.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy holidays, all of that kind of stuff. I don't care. Look,
no, you can't say happy holidays.
I don't give a damn.
Oh
I
my
don't give a
God.
damn. Look,
Yeah.
Christians ain't the only religion that's out here.
Merry Christmas.
Everybody deserves a happy holiday.
How dare you say happy holidays?
Happy
How dare
holidays
you
ain't hurt.
wish any goodwill towards me? God darn it! How dare you?
That is always the funniest thing.
Always.
That's how
It gets
people are.
so outraged that you don't say Merry Christmas like Happy Holidays ain't basically the same deal.
Yeah, it covers them all.
It covers them all.
There's a
Like,
song that all of us heard. It's been around longer than we've been around. It goes, Happy
yeah,
Holiday.
Bing Crosby, man.
Did anybody cancel that song? No. Why didn't they?
Exactly.
He doesn't say Merry Christmas. Well, actually, I think he does say
He
at
does
the
it-
end.
yeah, at the end.
At the end of the song.
Yeah.
But the whole song.
Maybe
is
their
Happy
bells
Holidays.
keep ringing.
Yeah. And
Happy
usually Happy
holidays
Holidays
to you.
covers it because it's like I don't want to say
Dragon.
I don't want to say Merry Christmas and have to say Happy New Year too. It's like just give me
Exactly.
a
Happy
all.
Holidays. It's a
Boom.
catch-all.
Because
Like, what's the
Hanukkah's
problem?
going around right now. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
it's a
really too
catch-all.
sure how long. And then
Dragon Boy. Happy Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah, man. So anyway, anybody else go see Avatar? I saw Avatar last week.
I'll go soon.
I forgot. I thought you were
So-
talking about the.
Like, I went to see it mostly because I had up till now not seen the Doomsday trailer. Yeah, it was.
I told you.
Yeah.
It was
did.
good. I told you. That's why. That's the 100% reason why I looked at it online because I wanted to see if it's gonna be hype worthy.
The one with the Steve Rogers walking?
Yeah, that was it. And I was just like, come on. Oh, you gotta go see this in the theater. No, you the fuck don't.
And Marvel went and dropped it online. I think either
Yesterday.
yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
course.
Because the internet beat him by like 72 hours or so,
Exactly.
if not
so,
more
like,
than that.
and you know the same, like the Thor one already leaked. So you know the
Spider-Man? Is that real?
The Spider-Man like footage, the Spider-Man brand new day trailer.
Yeah.
I have no idea whether it's new or whether it's real or not.
You know,
I'm not trying to look at it.
It's out there.
Yeah,
I'm
no, I know it's out
because
there. But
I'm gonna look at all of them.
yeah, I don't care. So I'm not gonna see it. But anyway, Avatar, Fire and Ash, good movie. I still I'm more of a world builder guy, so I really like the second one better than I like this one. If only because you got to learn more about the world and lore and all this other kind of stuff. This one was plenty of action, pretty much from the word go. Oh yeah, it's 3 hours. Like, come on, now. 3 hours.
All right.
That's what the weekend is for.
Yeah,
Okay.
we went in at 9 o'clock, didn't get out until well after 12.
That's insane.
Yeah,
Evening
I'll check it out.
or PM? Oh, okay. So
it was
okay.
12 a.m. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
I mean, I want to see it because that's definitely a Super IMAX type movie. Now, if it was 3D, I'd be all over that. Cause
Which there are 3D screens.
yeah, but they're not Super IMAX 3D.
That part is true. There's IMAX 3D. You mean you could lessen, debase yourself and go to the AMC level on your 20 IMAX.
Yeah, but that screen is so tiny.
It's not even about the screen
And the
anymore.
seats.
Seats.
That too.
We ain't 12 no more. I need
Right.
a better seat, baby.
It's
Seats.
The only that would be acceptable for me if Star was still around. I know people
Yeah.
hated that one because it
don't
got
know why.
really grind. Well, because before it closed, the seats.
And that was at them Nets.
Sometimes
The
it
same
was-
7
That's
Nets.
'cause
at the
of-
top.
That motherfucker, because those
That's because y'all them motherfuckers was dirty and
That's
that and just
100
throwing shit
million,
on spilling the drinks and shit on purpose.
Probably.
To your point, though,
Probably.
they did try right at the end. It was a little too little, too late to change some of the theaters to recliners.
they did?
Assigned
At the
seating.
Star?
Yes.
No, at the Star Southfield.
Yes.
What?
That was their last ditch trying to survive. It's like
Well, don't help if you ain't told
Right,
nobody.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
That
you
was-
ain't
that
told
was
nobody.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know nothing about that.
Oh, COVID destroyed them. COVID destroyed a lot of theaters,
It
but
did.
that
Yeah.
particular theater, it was state of the art when it opened, which was '97.
Oh, that was-
Batman and
that
Robin.
was
It was
spot.
such a shame.
Batman and Robin and My Best Friend's Wedding were the only two movies that
Man.
played on opening weekend. And Batman and Robin played at 18 out of 20 theaters.
It did.
At that
It
place.
did. I was working that day, man. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
they had the little bat car outside. It was
Everybody
it was
and their
amazing.
Mama was up in that bitch.
I wasn't. I don't think I went to the Star Southfield to see a movie there until The Matrix.
Oh wow! So 2 years later, then.
I believe so because I used to go to Wonderland because it was small.
Wonderland had a good theater though.
It did.
Yeah,
You used to
The
keep people away.
Stars claim to fame was one of the first, at least in this area, was stadium seating.
Mhm.
That was the whole big thing. Basically, it
man.
was like you don't have to worry about somebody big sitting in front of you or whatever it was. Everybody's seat was elevated, as you went further back. So that was great. But then, as soon as recliner seats became a thing, because the first one that ever in this area that did it was the Star John R.
I missed that joint, man.
Yeah,
Star
but
Southfield was such a good
I
theater.
remember started John R before the because
Oh, it was terrible.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was kind of like Wonderland.
Yeah.
where it was just flat and
Yeah.
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 It almost seemed like it sloped in reverse. Almost seemed like right. I swear, it seemed like it
Sit
sloped
at
in
the back, you
reverse.
sitting lower than
Yeah,
everybody else. Like, wait a minute now. This is working.
yeah. That's
backwards.
what, it was weird, man. It seemed like it's well, yeah. I don't
Oh
know.
wow, Wolverine Solid X said he used to work at the Star a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
That's a trip. But about
When-
what
yeah,
years?
what time?
About what years?
I
If
may
we
have
can
been fired by
ballpark
then.
He said I may have been fired.
I may
by
have been
then.
fired by then. I stuck around a little bit too long.
Oh, my goodness.
Man. Yeah, man. I stuck around a
Oh,
little
hold
bit too
on.
long.
Marcus Price says someone used one of those medical disease audio commercials he used to do all the time for that Avengers Doomsday trailer, and it fits the trailer and it's hilarious.
God, I can see it.
Oh,
I can totally see
Like
it.
one of
Like one of those
Oh,
Dolby commercials.
Like,
That's-
talking about like
Yeah.
yeah.
that's funny.
Him walking
can-
all slow up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can totally
That's
see it.
funny.
It was shot like one of them damn commercials.
But that's what I
Think
said.
about it.
That came out of my mouth. I said, "You guys are going to be disappointed."
Oh no, it's
Yeah.
I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen it. It's a
ain't no-
teaser.
It shows nothing.
They're making a
shows
big hype
nothing.
about it, and they probably shouldn't have.
Well, probably because he's back.
Yeah,
And
Oh, yeah.
and they said he wasn't going to be back. So it was like, hey, everybody, he's back. But the internet, what?
Who really didn't think he wasn't going to be
I
in that
think
movie?
for a while before things before the movies went bad, and I'm not saying the movies were bad. I'm just saying based off of the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Before the numbers went down, remember him and Robert, that was supposedly it.
Yeah.
I think they realized we gotta hit something out the park. Now, did I always believe that they were coming back? Yeah, because that was who, that was the money. Robert Downey Jr. and then you got to have Captain America. But I think, when the sales took a slump, it was like, what do we do?
Yeah.
And, Robert started coming back, and I'm sure Robert probably sent Chris a text like, hey, pal, come on back. And he was like, well, sure, Tony. I've been doing movies with The Rock, and they ain't hitting.
Right.
So let me come on back to the house with the mouse, and now, voila.
Again, a Brinks truck that pulls up to your house
100%.
will change everybody.
100%. And
Why do you think Patrick Stewart's coming back?
Black Cap didn't get it done, so they had to bring the captain back because Black Cap financially
Here's what I'm gonna say to that.
did not get it done. So they said, hey, Chris, if you wouldn't mind, you need me to come back and hold the shield again. They said, oh, you already talked to Robert? I did.
Okay.
But they didn't say Captain America.
They
They said Steve Rogers will be back.
So do you know what that means? He's coming back as Nomad. He's not going to be Captain America.
I don't
They already
care
said it.
who they call him.
Yeah.
His mama called him Cap. I'm going to call him Cap.
Okay.
When he gets on the screen, Captain America. Just like
Watch.
whoever.
Watch.
No. I'm saying to the people. I'm not saying he might not be Nomad.
Wait, no. I'm just saying they're going to make a point of him saying lines like, it's like, hey, Cap. No, don't call me that. I'm not Captain America. I know they're going to do it.
Right. But
I know they're going to do it.
But he's back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Technically, wasn't he Nomad in
In the comics, yeah.
No. Remember, he was against the government. He had backed out, what you call it.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
In Infinity War.
Yeah.
Infinity War and Endgame. Technically, wasn't he Nomad then?
I
mean, they didn't call him that, but
Yeah,
wouldn't
they didn't
that-
call
would his
him that.
status
So
be that?
there's a little bit of wiggle room, I guess, with it. But for all intents and purposes, yes.
That's
Because
fair enough.
that's what he did when in the comics. That's what he did when he abandoned the role because he didn't like something the government did, and they were like, "Oh, we're going to take the role of Captain." He was like, "Well, fuck you then. I'm
He's
just
like,
going to do my thing.
take it.
Take it."
It's like,
that ain't got shit to do with me.
I still have super serum flowing in my veins. I'm
But
good.
he's still even in the comics, he would still be. That's like Reggie Bush and them championships. If I seen you,
in the Heisman,
if I seen you run rush hour through the
Right.
entire college season
And I'm supposed to
you
pretend
win,
that shit didn't
I
happen?
don't care what they take back. You
Right.
won.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, Captain America. No, my
Like-
name is Nomad. Like, all right, Cap.
It's not in the record books, but that shit is on tape.
I seen it.
I seen it.
You can't take it
exactly.
away.
You can't take that away.
I seen him throw the shield. That's Captain America. No, call me Nomad. Cap.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so Wolverine Solid X said the early 2000s, so potentially that could be Attack of the Clones, or if you hit it right around 99, that would have been Phantom Menace. So it's a possibility we ran into each other back then, didn't
It's
even
possible,
know it.
man. It's
crazy.
Likely possible. I was one of the team leads. Damn. When did it open?
Wait.
Oh, it opened in 97.
Team
because that's
lead.
when Batman and
Oh, yeah.
Robin
You know
came
what?
out.
Then I might have been out of there by then. Now that I think about it.
Oh,
I might have been
yeah,
out
that's
of there.
fair.
Team lead.
Because the day that Phantom Menace came
you
out,
know
I
what?
saw that movie.
We were
3
working at
times in 3
Fantasticon.
systems.
Of course I wasn't.
Yeah.
We was working at
you
Fantasticon, so
you
I
wouldn't
wasn't
have been there at that point.
I wouldn't have
But
been
I still would go to that theater. That
Yeah.
was my
Me
main,
too.
my main
Yeah.
theater. So
Exactly.
Wolverine Solid X we probably crossed paths way back then.
Wait, both of
Didn't
y'all
even
worked there?
realize it. No.
Fantasticon.
At Fantasticon, like
Yeah.
when we doing the whole
Doing
I'm saying, who
Kind
worked
of like
at the
what was
movie
going
theater?
on
I
the year
did.
before.
Yeah.
this.
I
You were
did.
a
Cheryl
team
did.
lead?
I was a team lead, yeah.
What?
I need you to go pop
were
that
your
popcorn, put it in.
duties?
What was my
Put that in the
duties?
garbage
As
bag.
team lead at the movie
it was,
theater.
It was organizing. Okay, damn. This is a whole tangent, but since you asked,
You did right, I asked.
So,
And how old were you?
huh?
How old were you?
I was 18.
18 as the team lead. Okay, all right.
Yeah. So the duties were
Wait,
to
what? I'm trying to do the math in my head. There's no way in hell you're 18.
Team lead.
What? Are you
He
sure?
he may not have
When I
turned
came home-
19.
when I-
Remember,
I
his
didn't turn-
birthday's in the
it's-
fall.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
true.
So
That's
in
fair.
97,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, just making sure.
Yeah.
wouldn't have
Because
been
that
just
sounded
yet.
so weird when you said that.
I
I'm
hear
like,
you. I hear you.
I'm like,
I hear you.
Okay.
Anyway,
Don't let that man tell you can't be team lead at 18. Fuck him. Don't let him tell you that.
No, so
Turn your hat around on his ass and tell him who you really are. A spy of Hydra.
I'm not doing
a
that.
spy of Hydra.
I'm not
Tell him who you really are.
I'm not doing that. Anyway, so
Oh,
the
my
team
goodness.
lead's duties were essentially to whatever squad that you were leading. Like you would assign them, duties to do. Like if I was leading the ushers,
Yeah.
I would say, hey, you're watching this theater, you're watching this theater. I will take this theater, and basically just be there at every single exit. Make sure you have the little mints to give to people. Say thank you for coming out in the show, and we're good. Stay out of trouble.
Toilet.
Yeah, basically, no, we ain't do that.
Pop that popcorn.
Yeah, but we ain't do that. So that was the usher duties.
Yeah.
If you were a concession stand, you were basically in charge of like refilling the popcorns, sections and stuff like that, bringing people more candy if they needed more candy because they were selling out and stuff like that. And back then on the concessions, you would get a percentage of whatever you sell. So any of the upsells that you would do,
They was
people
trying
was
to hit
making
them
a killing.
hard.
People was making a killing doing the upsells.
They was trying to hit them hard.
Yeah, man.
'Cause
They was making a killing.
They
doing
was
that.
selling it like they was at a furniture store trying to
Exactly.
trying to close the sale.
Like,
on
every
don't-
upsell.
Bro, don't be there with a date.
Yeah.
They be trying to guilt you into buying
Yes,
extra stuff,
man.
bro. It was terrible.
Yes,
Oh,
man.
I was like,
So
wow,
that's
man.
what's up,
literally-
man.
they was-
That makes
we
sense
was-
now.
They encouraged us to be hustlers and pushers, and that shit worked.
Okay.
People was making bread working at concession stand.
Moving them crunching
Wow.
munches
Uh-huh.
in them. That's, what's
wild.
up.
I mean, I appreciate that though, at least because it's like, look, man, y'all selling this way overpriced candy. You better give them something. So that's fair. I can appreciate that for real.
4-ounce large drink and that big ass thing of popcorn. That
Yeah.
no real human person could be able to finish by themselves.
absolutely
Forget
not.
that. Like, come
and
on,
then,
man.
And
Would
then chicken
you-
wings and all the other
Oh,
hot
hello.
food they had.
What?
Would you cherry pick the good movies? Like when you go over here,
Oh,
you go over
absolutely,
here,
of course, all
and
the
then-
time.
Like how?
I mean, I would tell you this. I got real fucking tired of watching Titanic. I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
Never seen it.
The best part is the last 30 minutes. I'm sorry, 90
Man.
minutes.
That is the best
The
part.
crash.
I ain't never seen it. I don't know if maybe how he was doing the Fifth Element, and it was just by happenstance.
Which
Yeah.
again,
Why he didn't watch the Fifth Element?
Yeah.
I think I should just go lifetime notes watching Titanic.
Do
here-
it.
so
like-
here's-
You ain't missing nothing.
So here's
Yeah,
do
here's
it.
the funny fucking thing, right? Fifth Element was in the theater, and I was working there when it was out, and I still didn't watch
He
it.
said, "You go."
I
you
still
go
didn't
do the
watch it.
Fifth Element. People walking out. Man, that movie's so good.
Now he's like, ain't no way.
Right.
It
That's
can't
wild.
be.
All right, so for those that are wondering, Santa had an accident on the way to his sleigh, so some of his wares and merchandise. That's why we are overloaded right now with
For sure.
great goodies
Mhm.
and fun stuff on the table.
Yeah, because like so obviously GQ being a premium high end collector, he's got another video that's getting ready to come out later. Is like I think later this week.
Yeah, Friday. Yep.
Coming out on Friday. But he's basically healed his he's always been a man of means. He's always gotten his toys. He's never probably had an instance where there's been a childhood toy that he hasn't gotten.
It's not even
his
about being a
hand on.
man of means. It's a man of I know what I want and I'm going to buy it.
Fair. Some of us who are a little, I hate using the word less fortunate, but weren't able to get some of them toys. What's an example of a toy that you wanted as a kid that when you turned into an adult you didn't hesitate to buy? And have you done it yet? No. You know damn well I ain't talking to you.
As a kid, it wasn't a toy. Most of the toys that I wanted, I got. It was some fucking Ninja Turtles curtains. I wanted some Ninja Turtles.
What?
Listen, I had the bedspread.
Oh, I was about to. I was
had
just
the
ready to
bed
ask.
sheets. Yeah, I had that and the pillows. And I remember every year.
He said, "You got to coordinate."
You gotta
Oh
coordinate.
my goodness.
I
had everything
wanted
but the curtains.
some Ninja Turtle
you have a rug?
curtains.
Did you have a rug?
No,
Oh,
I didn't
you
have
had
the
a
rug.
rug?
But
Okay.
I had the Technodrome, I had the sewer, I had the pizza shooter. Ring, hing, 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 hing. I had that.
Did you have the shampoo?
No.
Yeah, come on.
I'm
now.
black. I'm black.
Well,
good
I'm black.
point.
You
Good-
trying to
good-
get me.
Yeah,
You trying to get me.
Yeah, I
You
did.
trying to get me in front of the people. You trying
Yeah, I
to get me. I had the I had the sewer, I had the Technodrome, I had the pizza cutter, I had the turtle wagon, I had somebody's motorcycle. But every year, Mama, it had got to the point to before I moved out of the house at 17, I was like, guess I'm not getting them curtains.
Yeah, right.
That's unusual though, because normally you would think that a child asking for curtains would be like,
Yeah.
that's so out of left field. I got to give it to him,
Right,
Because normally
exactly.
kids don't want anything like that. We don't want
You
clothes.
give me something
We don't
physical.
want underwear. We
Right.
don't want no
Yeah.
sweaters.
None of that.
Give me
Give
toys.
me toys, video games. That's
to
it.
ask for actual something that will,
Decorate your
decorate the
room.
house.
Mhm.
Because it
That's
had
unusual.
to coordinate with the
No,
bed
of
spread.
course,
I had my
absolutely.
turtle sheets. I had my pillowcase. I had somebody.
I can't picture this,
Listen,
man.
man,
I
I-
cannot picture this.
I can.
I was 17. I moved out of the house at 17, and I remember like, damn. Guess I ain't getting them fucking curtains. And
What?
I wanted, but because I think the issue was it was a matter of my mother finding the fabric, because I don't think Amazon didn't exist.
Of course.
So
Right,
she
right.
and you couldn't I don't even know why I wanted Ninja Turtle curtains, but clearly they couldn't be bought. And so I know I know she went to look for fabric one time. But for whatever reason, she never got around to sewing them. But
fair.
if I'm somewhere and I randomly see these curtains on Amazon,
Buying.
Oh, I guarantee.
listen.
Buy 'em.
I
man.
guarantee.
Oh yeah,
they
yeah.
exist.
Now they're there.
Because Ninja Turtles was ubiquitous with everything.
Yeah.
If you thought of it, there was a Ninja Turtle version of it. Like Eastman and Laird were making money hand over fist on that.
Definitely got Ninja Turtle curtains.
Yeah,
100%
absolutely.
do.
Now, especially now that Nickelodeon's in there, because Playmates, who recently we just saw, finally lost the license to Turtles, which I didn't even know they
That's
still
crazy.
had it.
That's a lifetime of having
Yeah,
that
Playmates
shit.
are still around.
Oh yeah.
But-
Like literally, Turtles is Playmates.
I don't
Well,
want
that's
to
probably what
toy
happened.
out no
That's why they
more.
lost the rights.
All
All right, Dada, what was one that you wanted that you just didn't get?
Well, kind of like Megashawn over there. Most of the little toys and knickknacks. I used to get,
Shout out to Nick. I know you watching this video, man.
I get those. I got the small toys and whatnot. The only thing I can think of that was disappointing, and it's disappointing knowing the history about it. But at the time, I wanted one because I was a diehard Sega fan. I wanted it for Christmas. Was a 32X.
Okay.
And I did not get that 32X, and that was about it. But I eventually got it.
Of course you did. As an
And
adult,
I
yeah.
think I got two. I didn't get it as an adult. I eventually got it as a teenager. It's
Oh,
like,
okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
buy this thing myself. or whatever.
Saved up that newspaper route money.
I thought you was gonna say something about Bill Cosby. I thought it was gonna be because when he was when he talked about it being disappointing now, because Bill Cosby's name is
Oh,
tarnished.
yeah.
So I thought it was gonna be like some Bill Cosby sweater, not a 32X. But
Fuji sweater. No,
Yeah,
I got
I
a
understand.
it
What?
was a 32X because it was most of video games because I rented a whole bunch. It was the parents went, "Oh, you're not buying this," or you get stuff for birthday, Christmas.
Mhm.
Mainly rented a lot of freaking games, specifically on the weekends with Dad. Be the pizza, the movies.
oh man,
Either going out to the movies, getting some pizza, because he lived right behind the Little Caesar, so it was pizza every weekend.
Okay.
And
that's a weekend.
And the rental store was like across the street. There's a place called Trey Winds off Livenois. I said it like that on purpose. Livenois.
Yeah, I know Trey. Williams,
Anyway,
yeah.
getting those anime, whatever, getting whatever movies.
Whew.
So when I got money to buy games, I did.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I think it was just a 32X.
You was living like a king over there.
I
Pizza
don't
and
know.
video game
Well,
rentals.
it was, it
Ooh.
was at the, forced parents, and he was there every weekend. He was pick us up every weekend. We'd go out to breakfast in the beginning,
Mhm.
or I think we always went out to
That was
breakfast.
that quality time. Let me guess. The breakfast was the
Big Boy's
the big
fucking
boy on Plymouth?
buffet.
That's right.
On
The big
Telegraph.
boy on
Okay.
Telegraph in Plymouth, man.
Big
All
boy,
right.
or the
They had the best. They had the better. Of all the breakfast buffets, they always had
I
the best
fucking
one.
hated their eggs. I hate
Their eggs was always trash. Anyway,
Yeah.
for me,
Yeah.
for me, mine is actually standing right over there, right next to Boa Hancock,
Okay.
and that is Voltron. Like as a kid, everybody wanted the Lions. Like the Lions was the only Voltron you really even messed with. Yeah, you had the cartoon Voltron, and when I would beg to give me a Voltron toy, the only one that I ever had as a child was the B team from from the car Voltron. Never
Okay.
got a Lions because they was always sold out. You would never
Oh,
find them.
no. Again, I've only seen the cars assembled at one time. That
Right.
motherfucker was huge. I did not realize how
Yeah.
big he was until you like somebody had all three of them.
Yeah.
I think it was 3 packs.
Yep.
And it was like stood him next to the Lions. I'm like, this is insane how big he is.
He was big.
But-
So I had one of the 3.
Mhm.
And that was my prized possession. You know, I had a X-Wing, I had a TIE Fighter as a kid, I had assorted Star Wars figures, had Castle Grayskull, had Skeletor. Never got He-Man, but I got a He-Man, but I never had the original He-Man.
Man, I had the original one and
I had the
one
battle
that
armor one.
popped in the chest.
Yeah,
and
that's
the
the
little-
one. Yeah, that's the one I had. Yeah, yeah.
He-Man and Skeletor.
Yeah, that was the one I had. Yeah, 100%. I had Panther, you know. So I had sort of the toys. I had Lion-O from the ThunderCats. Never got the Thunder Tank. Got
Okay.
Panthro as well. But Voltron was always that holy grail of, you know, toys that I never got to get as a kid. And, you know, obviously when, you know, nostalgia coming back and they started re-releasing stuff, I found that Solar Chigokin, you know, Japanese Go Lion one. But obviously you can either switch it. You can the faceplate will say either Go Lion or you can switch it to say Voltron. Different in the
Nice.
universe. So it's always got Voltron on mine.
Okay.
I had a Voltron calculator when I was.
I remember that.
I remember that
remember
too.
that.
And I left it over a friend's house and never saw it. ever
that was
again.
all she wrote.
It was
Yeah.
gone.
All right, so Brian Harrison is saying that he had a Voltron toy made from diecast, had to give it up because it had lead paint. It was painted
Really?
lead paint.
They put
I
lead
mean,
in
all
that
of them
thing?
was
Oh, yeah, all that stuff back
all of
then.
them had
I
were
believe
diecast
it.
back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause, shoot, I remember Playmates. Playmates, you actually used to have the Star Trek Next Generation license, and they had released a diecast Enterprise D.
I remember that.
I had that. I had that one. And yeah, the paint would chip off, but I don't think it was
Oh, yeah.
lead.
I just watched an episode of Law and Order about some boy licking the lead off of these cars he
I
had,
remember that one.
and it gave him
Brain
it
damage
messed
or whatever,
it had messed his brain damage up.
Yep.
Oh, no,
That's why boomers all messed up now.
yeah,
It was
so-
licking lead paint on.
Yeah.
They had lead in their freaking toys. They had lead on their fucking walls. They were probably eating this shit. There was lead in the goddamn gasoline, so it was coming out and everybody was breathing that shit.
A lot of lead.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like it's amazing that some of the stuff that we've gone through that we came out okay. It's like it's wild.
Question.
Yes.
After based off of what everyone's just said, if you can pick one, and I know it's gonna be hard because nobody has one, but off the top of your head, what was your favorite? We'll go G.I. Joe, we'll go Turtles, we'll go, I guess we can go Voltron. I guess we can go oh my God, He-Man and ThunderCats. What was your favorite action figure? Because you know when your cousins come
That you
over,
owned as a kid.
you know that like for you, like you know, so your cousins come over and everybody dumps their bag on the floor, and you know, so me and my cousin, we would have like our separate war, right? And then after we had our separate war, whatever survivors we had, we would then have them fight each other, right?
Okay.
So out of all your action figures, like who was your guy who you would not let die?
All right.
And obviously, this is you before you had them all as prize statues. But this is when you was down there. You what like
right.
that.
As
Who was your favorite action
I
figure?
actually already got this because I'll explain it in the answer, and also I'll answer Control's question. The one that I wanted but never got was the USS Flag from G.I. Joe. 7.5 feet long. Everybody knows it's the biggest toy ever made. Looking back on it, I probably should have just asked for just that, because I probably would have got it if I had only asked for that, because it was at the time $200, which yes, $200 now is like, here, take it. Back then, obviously, 200 is quite a
Was
bit.
it like 1,000 in maybe?
Oh, back then, that toy
2,000 maybe?
that toy probably would have been an equivalent of about a $500 toy.
Oh, okay.
If you just in 80s money.
Yeah, back then it was probably like $200,
80s,
but
87 or whatever.
Yeah.
No, the flag now is like a $5,000 fine.
Yeah, no.
if
I'm
not
saying,
more.
but back then it was probably like a
Wait, how
$200
much?
toy.
Somebody's selling one on eBay right now.
$29,000.
Yeah, if
Wow.
it's sealed, if
29.
it's mint in box, that's about
It
right.
says new in box unopened.
Yeah,
Wow.
because you got to remember that thing. It's rare because it's think about it. Going into Toys R Us, it's basically a $500 toy sitting there. How many parents are really gonna buy it?
You can't even play with it, right?
No, it was a playset. It was the biggest playset ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, a flag.
That bitch does not float.
It was the aircraft carrier.
It was
Aircraft
aircraft.
carrier. That's what the name of it was.
That
USS
bitch don't
flag.
float. Don't put it in the
Yeah,
water.
does not float.
Don't put it in water.
Spoiled ass cousin, the guy who I would play toys with, had everything. He had that
USS
aircraft carrier, but it clearly wasn't wrapped. We played with that thing.
Oh, yeah, that was the idea.
Yeah, every time I went over there. Wow.
The problem with it was, just from a kid's standpoint, it's so big.
Yeah.
It takes up the room.
Yeah.
It has to have its own room, basically, if you're going to actually play. You can't have that in your bedroom. You can be waking up every day, stepping over and trying to go do what you got to do.
That thing is worth $29,000
easily.
A new one right now. You
Yeah,
can,
see
like how
it,
he says $3,000 to $5,000 for like open ones, whatever.
Mhm.
But this one says new, never been opened, $29,999.
Wolverine Solid X is talking about the Rock Lords from GoBots.
That's old school, man. Because
Old
don't
school.
forget,
Something
Rock
he
Lords came out
wanted
the year before
or
Transformers.
his
the movie.
favorite
like-
action figure.
I guess it's
Yeah,
something
there's
that
his
he
favorite. That's
liked.
cool.
Yeah. That's what he
But
liked back then.
For me, favorite act.
It's very tough.
Oh, I know mine
Well,
already.
why y'all think when you go and then I'll
Yeah.
go? Why do you think?
All right, here's the reason I know mine. Shout out to this girl that I was talking to the other night named Ani. Very, very attractive woman.
No,
She was,
of course you
So
will.
she
International
asked me
man of mystery like yourself.
Well, she literally asked me in the conversation, was like, what is your favorite toy that you ever got? For me, it's the original 1987 Scorponok. I still have it. You guys have seen it. It's right on top of my display case or whatever. That was my go-to favorite of all of the Transformers I had.
Did you play with it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That was the one. For whatever reason, as much as I don't like spiders and scorpions and all that other sort of thing, that particular one, Scorponok, was just awesome.
The head though, right?
That's got everything. I have the whole, because remember we went to that Transformers convention on the quote unquote day trip to Toronto.
Ugh, never
Dumbest thing we've ever done.
Oh god.
That's a whole nother discussion. I bought that Transformers catalog because it had a readout of everything that's supposed to come with all the various toys. So I bought it and looked at it. I was like, I'm double checking all my Scorponok accessories. I have all of it. So it's everything except the box, because obviously that's almost 40 years ago now. Nobody has that box unless you just, was a collector like that back then. So yeah, I still have that basically mint condition. That thing it sits right on top of my display case. So if you guys watch the unboxing videos, right above my left shoulder,
Okay.
that toy is still there,
Scorponok.
mint condition.
Okay.
That's my favorite one.
Right on brand. Wolverine Solid X says his X-Men Wolverine claws that pop out
Oh.
with the button. Yeah, no,
I know.
That-
I have that one. I know exactly what you're
was
talking
his
about.
toy. I remember
And-
that one.
And I'm not knocking Wolverine at all because I understand the nostalgia. But if he's talking about the one that I think he is, when he had on the brown outfit,
Yeah.
that trash ass. And again, I'm not knocking it, but I'm just saying like there was no real articulation points.
Yeah, no.
It was just the
It was
claws
literally
came
it.
out.
Yeah.
That's it.
I had that.
Yeah, it was that first line.
Yep.
Toy
Toy
Biz.
Biz toys.
Funny
Yeah.
thing enough, his mask was a ring. Like
Yeah.
you took his
Yeah.
mask off. It was
Yeah.
a pinky ring,
Yeah.
basically. And then but that was the pride of the X-Men kind of line / animated series. So they hadn't got it good yet.
Yeah,
that
was
was first
getting-
edition. I know exactly which one he's talking
Yeah.
about. I still have it.
Because I remember the ring.
And again, like you said, if that's your favorite character, that's like, bro,
Oh, yeah,
that at that time,
Yeah.
that was the only Wolverine toy that was available.
And I'm not knocking him
no,
like
yeah,
it.
of
I'm
course,
just
of course,
saying
yeah.
I remember having that toy. And when I'm looking back at it now, like that thing didn't do anything.
Yeah.
For me, it was the snake. It was the ski. I don't even know what to call it. The ski combat Snake Eyes. When he had on, he had the red visor, and he had the tack vest, and he had like the blue here. Let me tell you, that man killed about 30,000 Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
He killed several Technodromes. Him and my cousin had the Lieutenant Falcon toy.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I had him and Falcon running rushard over everybody.
Yo, what?
And then when they finally made Weapon X Wolverine, the one where he had the visor that would open up and close, and he was like 2 inches taller than the G.I. Joes. That was when Snake Eyes finally met his match. And because Wolverine had Wolverine had a little bit of articulation in the knees. But man, that Snake Eyes and that with the red ski mask on, and he was blue, black, and gray. Oh man.
So for me, I think mine might have been. You remember when after the first series of GI Joe was over, Destro and he had.
Oh, the Iron Grenadiers.
Yeah, the Iron Grenadiers.
Yeah.
I had that Destro with the little cape, and he had his little air skiff or whatever. That was mine.
I still have that.
Yes, that one was mine.
It was Destro and his despoiler.
How much pestilence did he reign when you were having your wars?
Because Destro was my dude.
Oh, what a time.
Joe. Destro. So he wasn't losing. I don't give a shit.
What a time. Even when he fought a turtle who had him probably.
Didn't care.
What a time.
Destro wasn't losing.
Yeah, that Destro was clean.
He
Because
was
like
clean.
it was like he had the gold
He had the
mask.
gold mask and
he had
man.
He had a red half cape.
I'm at
A
the
gold
He was
sword,
cold, man.
gold sword, and then like you said, he had an air skiff that was like
Yeah.
black and gold.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
like, that was
Cold.
the cleanest
What
looking
a
GI
time.
Joe
Cleanest-
figure ever.
Yes.
I was like, this is crazy,
And I was like, I
man.
got my hands on Destro. Oh man.
Oh yeah,
Oh man.
yeah. That
If
thing
I
was wild.
if I don't get another GI Joe for my life, I'm set.
Oh, I'm at to look
No,
at
for real,
this
y'all look that up.
Destro.
He was-
Destro
he was
and his
cool.
despoiler. That
Yeah.
that was the sickest looking toy.
Ooh, you know
man.
what? Shout out to Wolverine Solid X because he reminded me of the other Holy Grail toy that I never got my hands on, Optimus Prime. Never got my hands on Optimus Prime.
Because I had Power Master Optimus Prime, what I got for Christmas. I don't know if that was my favorite. I loved it. All the other Transformers I had, the mini G.I. Joes, it's very, very hard to pick one because it's like Power Master. When I can't remember, I think it was Condor from Mask. I love that with the green motorcycle.
Yep.
Or what was he? Old Batman, the Tech, whatever.
Tech Shield
Oh,
Batman.
man.
I
Batman.
love that gold Batman.
Kenner Batman number 3.
What a time.
That gold Batman, I think, was
Shield
probably like one of my
Batman.
favorite ones because that I just thought, as soon as you saw that commercial, look, it's a gold Batman.
Man.
Oh, yeah, I want that one.
I do remember one of my other favorite action figures was the movie Batman, the one with the utility
original?
belt.
Yeah,
Where
the
it had
original.
the little grappling hook on
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Until they get tangled up in the belt, and then it don't snap back in no more.
man. Then you
That
got to
thing-
untangle that boy.
That Kenner line had 3 toys. It was Batman, Joker, and Bob the Goon. Those are the only 3 toys in that original Batman line, and of course the Batmobile and Batwing.
Right.
But it was just like when they came out with Tech Shield Batman, bro,
Day one,
it was
I wanted that.
on.
But I also really like, for whatever strange reason, this is gonna sound weird and strange. I liked G.I. Joes.
Mhm.
When they came out with the Street Fighter branded
Oh yeah.
G.I. Joes,
Yeah.
E Honda. I don't know what it was,
Yeah, I
but I
remember
like that E Honda.
I have them too. Here's
I
why.
don't
Here's
have
why I
it
bought him.
anymore.
Here's why I bought him because he definitely represented a different mold.
Yeah,
Because
he was
every other
completely
one,
different.
yeah,
Yeah.
every other Dulcine, Guile, and all of them were just standard mold. E Honda, they had to make up a whole new mold for him because there was no other fix. So that's why I bought him.
Yeah.
I bought him literally because it's like he's not like everybody else, basically.
Nah, the Power Rangers toys obviously were closest to like Voltron. That Falcon Zord was cold. I ain't gonna lie. Even though it was to the sucky ass Pink Ranger, that Falcon Zord was cold. I like
Okay.
that one.
Okay.
That one
I'd have to look
okay.
that one up because I
Yeah.
honestly never got into the Power Rangers toys.
Yeah.
Because by then I aged out.
Yeah,
of it.
you had aged
I
out.
had
Yeah,
aged
yeah.
out. I liked some of the concepts, but I basically was aged out of the show. No, go ahead.
We're gonna need to ban MK Pryor talking about Stretch Armstrong.
What?
What?
Throw that thing around, splat it against.
Wouldn't that be
with that.
considered an action figure?
Yeah.
Stretch Armstrong?
Dude, I got my picture in the paper because of Stretch Armstrong.
Wait, now I need this story.
Okay, okay. You know how like you would ask your parents to have one of your friends from school stay over for the night or whatever. So right around the
course,
holidays,
of course.
one of my good friends, Paul, shout out to Paul. I'm not gonna give his last name because I'm not doxing nobody like. We went to Tel 12 Mall, which was a real mall back then, not a little strip mall.
Yeah.
But I went to Tel 12. They had a KB Toys. We went in there. There was a photographer from the Free Press that just happened to be there. He needed a picture for that particular story or whatever. And there's 2 kids. There's a white kid and a black kid in the store. Perfect Christmas type pictures. So he was like, all right, we need, y'all got to either hold some toys or whatever. So what they had was a Stretch Armstrong that was just out of the package already. Didn't have to try to open up a package or whatever. So we just grabbed it. He's holding one side, I'm holding the other. That's the picture. I will bring that and digitize it so y'all can see it at some point to see what I used to look like as a kid. But yeah, I got my picture in the paper because of Stretch Armstrong.
This whole time, I just took you as some mystical Morgan Freeman type character who was never really a child. But yeah, I'm gonna need to see this picture.
All right, that's fine. Like I said, I've had my picture in freeze press. I've had my picture on the it was supposed to be the cover of what is that magazine? Newsweek. It's supposed to have been the cover of Newsweek, but then Timothy McVeigh's dumbass decided to go and bomb whatever building that was.
It's
like,
OKC.
no, I literally no.
Yeah,
the guy that took our picture, because I was at my high school prom. The guy that took our picture told me, was like, look, you guys, that's the cover picture because it just looked great. He's like, he literally called me later, was like, cover got bumped because of this guy.
Clearly.
I'm like, but I still had the magazine. Pictures obviously in the magazine. So it's just, I've had interesting things happen to me in life.
Trumped by a domestic terrorist.
Well,
Wow.
go back into in another reality, I'm on the cover.
Yeah. But no, man. I have to retract. MK Pryor corrected me. Tommy had the Falcon Zord as the White Ranger.
I don't have to worry about the pink.
Yeah, so I didn't have to worry about the pink. So that was my bad. But yeah, the Falcon Zord was cold. So was the Tiger Zord. Tommy always made out. Like
Of course, he's the best martial artist on the show.
Yeah, it's like he had the Dragon Zord, he had the White Tiger Zord, he had the Falcon Zord. Like,
What the hell was that fucking Zord that was in the movie? It was only in the movie because I don't think they used that Zord. It was CG.
With Ivan Ooze?
Yeah.
no, that was the Falcon. Yeah, that was
the one you're
yeah,
talking
that was,
about?
Yeah,
Because I don't recall that same Zord being in the
yeah, yeah.
the Japanese.
I was about to
Yeah,
say,
it was in
you
the
better
show.
Finish the word Japanese.
Yeah.
Don't
Well,
just
I was
leave it as the.
Yeah, no.
I wasn't about to say it like that because I was going to put quotations on Japanese, but
No,
then I stopped because the show is Japanese.
No, I got
Yeah.
you.
I
I
should
got
say
you.
the American show because
Right.
I get
No,
you.
they were there. They were all based on Kaku Ranger. So
I'm
yeah,
just
they
protecting
they
us
were
from the cancellation that might occur if we don't finish our words.
Yeah,
You gotta finish your word.
right.
Hand of Omega, classic flashlight lightsaber. Hand of Omega. I know you old enough to remember the original Sears special when they had the I believe it was Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi. No, it was Return of the Jedi because they had green, red, and yellow for whatever dumb reason they just had it.
And the telescoping. Yeah.
No, not telescoping. The blade was the blade. The whooshing sound came from the fact that they were air like slits cut into the handle.
Oh, okay. So you
that-
swing it around and
yeah,
it make the noise.
yeah.
Okay.
I
Got
had one of those that lasted, I want to say, a week tops because that blade got a
man.
beating.
When you got those lightsabers as a kid, and if you didn't want to go outside, because obviously you could go outside because the parents wouldn't let you, you run downstairs, in the basement, you turn off the lights and flick them boys up and just start, sword fighting in the dark. Yeah, just make them glow.
Yeah.
You know what's wild?
What? Never had a lightsaber fight as a kid?
I never owned a lightsaber.
That's fair.
Okay.
No, that's fair because
As an adult.
yeah, that's what I'm saying because you would have been in that weird spot where Star Wars wasn't a thing.
You know
Yeah,
what? That's
because
true.
I
You know what? That's
remember
true.
when it came back into popularity for me was the THQ. Oh, no, that's not right. THX.
THX, yeah.
THX
Yeah,
is
you
when
caught-
it
you caught the prequels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was my real introduction
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. That's what I'm
to
saying.
Star Wars.
Yeah, for you at the time, it wasn't a cultural phenomenon
Yeah.
anymore. For us, Star Wars was Star Wars. It was like, okay, this is amazing. It was the first thing to ever have movie tie-in merchandise and blah, blah,
Still
blah.
remember the first time I watched it on CBS special movie presentation on TV. That was the first time I ever watched the first Star Wars.
My
I
dad
mean,
had
because
the
back
VHS.
then, it wasn't on
Yeah,
VHS.
no, absolutely.
So
That's-
My
No, I
dad
get
had the VHS. That man was in the movies. That's one of the reasons why I was in the movies. There was a little place called Holiday Video. And he used to go there a lot to rent shit and buy stuff. And I remember seeing that. But I think I told this story before because I grew up not knowing how Han got put in carbonite because he didn't have Empire Strikes Back. He had
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, he had both of them. He had the bookends. So
Didn't have the middle.
He didn't have the middle.
Didn't have the best movie.
I
Okay.
didn't grow up watching Empire Strikes. Everyone's
That's
like,
crazy.
Empire Strikes Back's the best one. I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
Man, I got more nostalgia for Return of the
Yeah,
Jedi.
no,
'cause of
and that's
that.
fair. That's fair. You and I have talked at extensive lengths about Predaking from the Transformers.
Yeah.
That is one, and I'm still going to actually track down. Like I said, the third party is basically the only way. 'Cause-
Gigantic one?
Yeah, one of the big ones because the original was big. The original was great, but the original was also a G1 Transformers toy, and that's going to cost bank. So I'd rather just go ahead and get one of the third party reimaginings of it or whatever because Predaking was.
Those are still expensive.
Oh no, no doubt. But getting an original in good shape that's probably gonna be more expensive than buying just a straight up third party one.
Predaking
Yeah.
had the coolest look, but you never really messed with him in the cartoon. Devastator was always like the combiner.
Oh,
Devastator
yeah.
and Superion for me were the two
Okay.
combiners that I like the most.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
He
I
was-
missed Transformers
Yeah, he missed
too.
the Transformers line.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
not
It
line.
was-
the
But you missed
height.
It was G.I. Joe, and Turtles. Like that was
Yeah,
my
by then,
oh,
the
yeah.
Turtles
that was
had
that
pretty
was
much
my
just taken over
pocket.
the world.
And then they had the wrestling. They had wrestling toys.
Right.
Yeah.
But my pocket was
Oh,
G.I. Joe and Turtles and
Because of Transformers, when they brought that back, that generation, what they call that
Generation
shit?
2.
I don't know. No, not the
Beast Wars.
No. They had the Transformers, which we would watch on TV,
Mm-hmm.
and then for whatever reason they brought it back, but they entered that stupid fucking
Oh, the cube? Which-
and every
yeah.
time
Yeah,
it
yeah,
changed,
yeah, yeah.
like
Oh,
what you call it?
yeah,
It would
yeah,
the
yeah.
cube
It was
would
a-
come
yeah,
out
it was-
fucking
yeah.
like, the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like,
Stop.
dude, just
Dude,
play the
If you
reversing
would have
thing.
watched it, you would have got pissed off
Yeah.
because every scene changed.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the
Some-
worst part is they were trying to have the show roll during the cube.
Yeah.
So you would miss sequences and stuff because it's sitting there trying to do this 3D cube switch.
Yeah, I
Why
do
are
remember.
they
I
doing
hated
that?
that.
I remember
I
watching
did
that.
hate
I'm
that.
like, no.
So speaking of big, toys that you would like to buy now, like we're all collectors in a way, varying degrees. Have you seen the Super 7 ThunderCats lair?
Yeah.
That's in that was just unveiled. I've seen some Instagram videos of it. I shared it actually in our IG group chat. That thing is incredible. Look at it, the detail of it. I've seen some prices for it. It's like a $2,000 toy or some shit.
Easily.
It's crazy.
So in that regard, what do you think the manufacturer? Because in their mind, they've got to be targeting us.
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
So, are they pricing it fairly or are they pricing it halfway fairly, but going to tax based on nostalgia?
Yep. It's that. Well, I mean, these are quality.
Oh,
things
no,
that
for sure,
Super
for
7
sure.
is doing. So is it worth $2,000 just
Wait,
the
so-
amount of finish that's
So
on
who
it?
originally made it?
Oh, shoot. Who
Original
made it? Who
ThunderCats?
made it?
Well, I'm saying is Super 7, are they having to pay $300
Oh, yeah.
to whoever else?
Yeah.
in
They're the
order to-
license. Yeah. This is a license for them.
Okay.
Okay. But they have made high quality ThunderCats like everything. Like
Yeah.
the figures are so much better than what we had. As a
Do
kid.
they have articulation points as well?
They do.
Oh yeah,
They do.
Super 7 is imagine like for example, like Super 7 has done some of the turtle stuff too. One of the most interesting turtles was Leonardo in the samurai armor.
Mhm.
Super 7, one of the first Super 7s I ever saw was their version of Leo in that samurai armor. Take that 3.5-inch, maybe 4-inch toy, make him about 7 inches, but put all the detail you could even imagine. So it's like they do a really good job. The problem I have with it is the cost, and some of their regular offerings are just way too high priced.
Mhm.
I think there was a line before them that it might have actually been Super 7 before they were known as Super 7. They did all of the Masters of the Universe line. They went back and redid every single Masters of the Universe toy. Super quality and everything. I
Yes.
remember Comic Archives used to have all of them just lined up on the
Very
shelf.
good.
35 plus every single figure. And I'm like, nah, bro. Like there's no He-Man, Skeletor, or anything, no matter how good it looks, that is worth 35 in my mind.
Gotcha.
Super 7's got a lot of good stuff. I don't see that as much as I like ThunderCats, I wouldn't spend. I'm sorry, was that
He-Man.
He-Man? I'm sorry. As much as I like He-Man, I wouldn't get the Castle of Grayskull or anything, or
I did have Castle Grayskull.
I don't need them at this point.
Yeah.
But to answer your question about who's their target audience,
Yeah, it's
it
definitely
is
us.
us.
It's definitely
For sure.
Because we have the disposable income for it.
And
Yes,
they're
we
banking
do.
on it.
But it's also the status feeling of I have something that the average person's not gonna have.
Gotcha.
And that's kind of where that's kind of the market they're
It's
trying
like
to hit.
filling the holes of our childhood that the things
sure.
that we totally missed out on. Super 7 did do a Silverhawks line. I had the Mirage, but I didn't, and I had the Copper Kid.
Didn't find Hot Wing.
No, I didn't.
I know nobody that had Hot Wing. And I'm not gonna lie, I watched Silverhawks, didn't catch every episode.
Yeah.
I didn't know about Hot Wing until I was an adult.
Yeah, no, I knew about Hot Wing.
Here's why. I actually did a deep dive not too long ago. I was watching I forgot which particular you did it, but they were talking about why Silverhawks failed. Because we all know Silverhawks was basically ThunderCats in space. It's the same basic story and everything. The problem was the timing. We all know, especially when we were growing up, you especially with Turtles, you know this. The cartoon hits, the toys hit within weeks of that premiere. Because that's when it's hot. It's fresh in the kids' minds. You're going to ask for your parents for all of these various toys. Silverhawks' problem was everybody loved the concept. It was made by the same studio that did ThunderCats. You already got a good pedigree behind you. Let's get it going. They made it. They made the show. I think it was Mattel, or it might not have been Mattel. It was one of the major companies that was behind toys was like, yeah, we're going to do the toys. And then within about I want to say 6 weeks before the show aired, they were like, we changed our mind, we ain't going to do it. And some other, I forgot who actually ended up making the toys came in after. But it's like, I think it was Kenner or somebody.
Yeah.
I think it was Kenner.
Kenner,
So Kenner came in late, but it's like, bro, you know how long it takes to make molds and do all the concepts and all that. So by the time the show aired, there were no toys to be found. Because you all remember this. Silverhawks came out, and it was like, where the toys at?
Exactly.
Like, I want all of these various toys.
Forever.
Yeah. It took them more than 6 months before the first toy hit shelves. By then, you know how the cartoons ran. They ran every day.
Yeah.
60 some odd episodes are done. 60 episodes is 2 months. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, done. Show is over. There's no toys at all.
Yep.
Silverhawks toys finally come out. Cartoon had been off the air for a minute. Because remember, you didn't really get, they didn't have VHS releases. You didn't get, there was no internet.
I don't remember the time frame. I just remember being able to see the toys. I think I was in the 3rd grade at the time.
Yeah.
So that had to be 88 or 88, maybe 80.
Yeah.
And I remember people in my class. I had a toy.
No. I'm not saying the toys didn't exist.
I know
Yeah.
they came out. I'm just talking about the time frame.
But here's the problem.
Like the show was over. And
Here's
no
the
toys.
problem.
Like,
By the time the toys hit, there was no cartoon to remind you of how cool it was. And guess what else hit that same year by time those toys hit? Turtles.
Oh, that's a wrap.
At that point, you got a cartoon, you got a following, and you got toys. Nobody's thinking about Silverhawks right now when the juggernaut basically comes through.
That was like 2nd grade.
Wasn't that well, to one hand of Omega, SWAT Cats was fantastic, and I wish they had amazing articulated toys. But what I was gonna say is that was the toy where you had to squeeze their legs and the wings popped open.
Yeah, Silverhawks were great. Here's the issue. They looked amazing. That chrome paint chipped off
easily, especially on that green guy.
Yes,
especially on that green guy.
So it's like I said, the toys if the toys would have dropped around the same time as the show, even with those paint chipping problems aside, everybody would have still been buying them damn toys. But you come out when Turtles is out and you don't have a show on anymore. Yeah. Turtles is going to just because Turtles rolled over everybody. Nobody could hit the toy aisle like Turtles at that point. They owned it.
Head Donatello. I remember my dumbass pulling that head off and couldn't get it back on.
Impossible to put it back on.
They changed it afterwards where they didn't have the stupid squishy heads no more.
Them squishy head ones are worth money though.
Turtles had a run, boy.
Yep. Oh, dude. Turtles technically is still running. Yeah.
Still running.
I remember they came up with the movie star turtles and they were rubber and you could do man.
Movie star turtles,
What a
sports
time.
turtles.
Wasn't there you said SDF1 toy?
Yeah, from Robotech. Yes, there was a SDF1 toy.
Yeah.
Yes, there was a SDF1 toy. In fact, those toys actually were always pretty cool too, because obviously the Valkyries, aka the Veritech fighters, having the 3 modes and stuff like that, that was always cool. And obviously we know they use that same mode to make Jetfire.
Yep.
For a Skull One.
Here's a squishy head, Michelangelo.
600.
I had them.
That's about right.
I had all of them.
It's still in the package,
in box.
though.
Yes,
I had all
in
the
box
Turtles.
is the hard part.
Yeah,
Okay.
not in box.
Yeah.
Of course not.
Shoot. I remember going to a flea market a few times where like they had basically Jetfire, but it was like, some knockoff third party, but he was different painting. You know what I'm saying? It's like they had like it probably was basically somebody bringing over Diaclone stuff.
Speaking of knockoffs.
No, that's what I'm saying. It was just all sorts of stuff. Yeah.
Everybody knows the best gun in Transformers was Shockwave.
Oh yeah,
Shockwave was the best one, but you could never find Shockwave, especially not in purple. So what would you do?
Shockwave.
You got Shockwave. Would you go to Radio Shack and get the Shockwave equivalent? Because it was the same toy. It was literally the same toy, except he was black.
Paint. Yeah,
he was black.
Yeah.
Shockwave was purple, but he was black, and you were like, I don't care.
Yeah.
She's like,
Shackway.
Yeah, that's what
they
they
sold
called
him at Radio
It
Shack.
wasn't, it wasn't
Shackwave.
officially called, but
Right.
everybody called him Shackwave because it was
Right.
like Radio
It was the
Shack.
Because he was
Same
sold at
toy.
Radio Shack.
Literally the same toy.
Yeah, literally the same toy.
Now,
man.
if I could get a hold of a sealed Shackwave, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be kind of
The
cool.
Shockwave.
Right.
Those go more than the Shockwave.
Oh yeah.
And I have to admit, even though he was awesome as hell in Transformers the movie, toy version of Galvatron left a lot to be desired.
Third party-
I had
yeah.
Galvatron as a kid, and his tank mode was
I,
like,
I still got him. Third party Galvatron fixed all of that.
yeah, they
'Cause
have.
they
Yeah,
wanted-
the newer modes of Galvatron now. Oh,
Yeah.
he is.
Is that
He
the
is
one
incredible.
that had the elevator in the middle?
No.
Mm-mm.
Which
No.
one was that? And then where like you folded them up in the middle, and it was like a tower. He had like a little elevator.
No, that's not Galvatron.
There was
Galvatron
some
was
GI Joe. I mean, not GI Joe. Some Transformer. I gotta remember what that was.
You're not talking about Omega Supreme, are you? Nah.
Omega
Oh,
Supreme.
you know what? He might be talking about
And he had
either
like,
Fortress
and he had,
Maximus or
like guns on his arms. Like you open something up, and then
Sounds
like
like-
a little red gun would come up.
it sounds like Metroplex to me.
It might be.
Yeah, it sounds like Metroplex.
Metroplex broke in the same spot.
Oh,
I had Metroplex.
Megatron-
I had
Megatron-
Metroplex too.
Yeah, Megatron broke in the exact same
And he
spot
had,
each
he
time.
had
It
to
was
take
always
his head
the
off,
waist.
Put somebody down.
It was always the waist, huh? What? Yeah.
Thinking of that Metroplex.
Yeah. It might be-
because there was two city
Fortress Maximus.
Fortress Maximus.
You're probably thinking-
that's
because-
the one that was a headmaster.
Yeah, was he huge? Like probably like 2 feet tall?
Or was
Yeah.
he, was he white?
That's
and red?
Fortress
And then he had
Maximus.
like a little tunnel in the middle.
That's
It was
Fortress
like
Yeah,
an
that was
Maximus.
Fortress
elevator.
Maximus.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Fortress.
Yeah,
Because
that's Fortress
that was
Maximus.
the big at the time. That was the biggest transformer.
Biggest transformer.
Yeah, I had-
he was 2 feet tall.
I had that guy.
because his head had a
Yeah,
head.
Fortress Maximus?
Yeah, and then he turned into a transformer, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, his head had a head that
Yeah.
could be pulled off because he basically had 2 heads. Spike was the head of his head.
Yes,
basically.
yes. And then
Yeah.
I had, yeah.
I know exactly what
Damn,
you're
man.
talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, childhood. It was
Okay.
it was you know, it was a good time.
Yeah, Fortress Maximus. Okay.
I do like,
And I had
whole-
I had the battle. No, what was the GI Joe? It was much bigger than
Command
the
Center?
tank. No, it was
talking about the space shuttle.
no, it was like it was a big fortress tank, and then it was black, and then the sides came up, and it had missile silos.
I think I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the name of it because the original base was called the Pit, and it was just that base with the
Yeah,
big.
it was
Oh
like
yeah,
flat.
no, yeah,
Yeah.
no,
But
it wasn't that.
was
But
one
this
of the,
thing had
yeah, this
wheels.
was a newer one. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just don't remember the name of that
It's
particular
probably from
one.
that new line of G.I. Joes.
Two things.
Yeah.
And of Omega, probably not because it was the exact same toy, just a different color, so it probably didn't hold up. And Metroplex, it was smaller than Fortress Maximus.
Oh, yeah.
Far bigger.
Lot-
Yeah, Metroplex is tiny.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fortress Maximus was
Comparatively.
way bigger.
Comparatively,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, because Metroplex was supposed to be an Autobot city. He was supposed to be the one that you saw in the movie, basically, that they were transforming.
Mhm.
But like the toy was, I think he was a little bit bigger than Devastator, but not by much. Like Metroplex is one of those that like I thought I wanted, and then by the time I saw him, I'm like, nah, I'm glad I
Yeah,
didn't ask for it.
I got Metroplex, and
Yeah.
Metroplex
Really
in them games though.
Oh, of course.
The War for Cybertron games. Oh,
I'm still mad that they let that license lapse. They
man,
they
that
need
was
to
a
they need
great
to
trilogy.
they need to re-release that
that was
somehow.
a
keep
great
hearing.
trilogy
Well,
of games.
one day I should play it.
Well, Activision, I think you have it.
Probably
I mean,
one
no,
of them.
it
Yeah.
wasn't a trilogy. It was just 2 games, wasn't it?
No, those 3 games. A lot of people
Three
said
games?
the third game fell off, like because I think it was done by a different developer.
Oh, okay.
But it was in the same
Same
universe
universe?
basically.
Okay.
But yes, everybody says the first 2 were great.
First 2 were
Yeah.
amazing.
But
amazing.
I mean, the thing is, Activision had the license, but it's like Microsoft. You got money, bring them things back out.
Yeah.
You'll make
Easy.
money on them.
Cybertron?
Easy.
Yeah, War for
Yeah, I got
Cybertron and I forgot the other one.
I don't have
other
the second
2.
one, but I got one.
Yeah. So I don't know. I've always looking back, like had a good childhood when it came to toys, but as far as cherry picking some of the re-releases and tracking some of the stuff down, there's a couple that are still probably on my list. Like I said, I do want a good representation of Predaking because I've never had him. Triptychon was a ripoff. Now the Triptychon that I picked up, the Titans Return, which if you guys look on the YouTube, there's an unboxing for it. That Triptychon is actually pretty nice because he's a lot bigger than the original one, and it's
Are
pretty
you
cool.
disappointed that the newer re-releases of some of these G1 toys are more plastic than they are the quality metal?
I don't mind it. I'm disappointed in the pricing. The pricing is ridiculous. Daidakuji and I were, and along with Big Pimp J, were some of the people that collected the Masterpiece line when it first dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Those were worth the money.
Yeah.
Just based on the quality, the look of that they captured of the original G1 thing, and also the look of the cartoon. They were pricey, but they were worth the money. For example, the Thundercracker that you and I both have, or might have been Skyward, either one.
Yeah.
It was probably Thundercracker. I think we both got Thundercracker in the same day. That thing that set us back about $50, $60, somewhere in that range.
For a masterpiece?
Yeah.
This was the American one. It wasn't the Japanese.
This wasn't the Japanese.
These ones
one.
came out in
That's
Toys R
a
Us.
Toys R Us.
steal.
Yeah.
Wow.
The stuff that they're coming out with now, like it'll be a regular, just like one of the Dinobots, $45, $50. It's like, it's this big.
Not even the same.
It's not even
quality.
close. It's not even remotely close
not
to like
even the same
masterpiece
quality at all.
So yeah, I think the toy companies, and I get it, they got to make money, especially now that kids aren't really playing with toys like that. They still play with toys,
No
not to the extent,
Not to the extent that we did.
like
They ain't got
kids
no
nowadays-
imagination.
No, none,
Yeah.
none. It's
Not-
all
not
it's,
for that.
It's video
It's
games.
tablets and
Not
games.
for
video
that.
games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I get it, but yeah, it's the market has definitely changed. I walk down the toy aisle every now and again, and some of them stiff arm little
sad.
like
It's so sad.
every single line comes out with a little stiff arm like Thor and Captain America. All of them look
Right,
exactly
no
the same.
articulation
No
whatsoever.
just-
That's what I think hurt, because somebody had kept mentioning it in the chat. As far as Batman the animated series, that's what I think. Like the toys looked great, but
No articulation.
Batman,
Stiff.
you guys remember that Spider-Man? Know that everything.
Oh yeah, all the
Man,
articulation.
everybody.
all the everything.
30
ankles.
I think it was 33 points of articulation. It was ridiculous.
Brother
speaking
had
of
that on.
Spider-Man,
Yeah.
they got done with him too, and they did the same thing. Remember the black symbiote suit where it came out the chest, kind of like how what was it that Batman toy did, where it would get caught. And I was like, what? Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you? And then where was the articulation?
Yeah.
Like, don't get lazy on me
Spider-Man
now.
is one of those toys. There's like if you don't have at least 15 to 20 points of articulation, go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
'Cause
got
that's
Like
not a
all of
Spider-Man.
his joints have to be able to be flexible. All
Bro,
of them.
I remember getting that Spider-Man. It was like
Yep.
it was like, bro, I was sitting there for at least a half a day just coming up with little Spider-Man
Poses,
poses.
yes.
Because it's like he can do everything. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was
But
it was great. Last question for you before we get ready to close the show and wish everybody happy holidays again. You have acquired quite a few toys.
Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah.
High end.
My favorite is my next. I'm dead serious. Like that's to me, it's
Love them all equally.
no,
All your
it's
children.
not even that. It's not even a love. It's not even a love thing. It's very much like Loki said. He's like, satisfaction is not in my nature. It's not. I always want the next thing. Like for example, I've cut off a couple of lines because, for example, if I didn't, I would have been pre-ordered that RoboSense Soundwave right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I cut it off after I got Megatron because I'm like, that's literally
That's who you wanted.
that's the end all be all Transformer toy.
Of those toys, who you got? You got Optimus and
Nah.
Megatron?
Megatron's the only one I got. Out of
Megatron's
RoboSense.
the only one you got? You didn't
That's
get
all-
Optimus?
I have so many
You didn't
examples.
get,
I have so many
Grimlock?
examples of Optimus. I don't need another Optimus.
I know damn well to ask you, you didn't get RoboSense Bumblebee.
No, hell no. As popular as Bumblebee is, he's never been that guy for me.
No.
Like
We grew up with him as a VW bug. We didn't give a fuck about no Bumblebee.
Yes.
I remember when he became Goldbug. I
Right.
still didn't like it.
Right.
It's just
Who cares?
Transformers for me was always Optimus, Soundwave, Megatron,
Yep.
Starscream,
Mm-hmm.
Shockwave.
Yeah.
Those are the main characters
Yeah.
I cared about. Everybody else, you get blown away, whatever.
Predaking.
Jazz.
Well, eventually Predaking. I'm
Yeah.
talking about
Jazz,
when
yeah.
Transformers first
Devastator.
started.
When they
Those
first
are-
came
Yeah,
out,
those are the
yeah.
ones that I was always attracted to.
Devastator, yeah.
I got Devastator after the fact.
Yeah.
Like I Devastator for whatever reason. Not even because he came with 6 instead of 5. Like I just never got around to getting Devastator. I never asked for him. It's one of them weird things. But no, I look at it as they keep going, and people that are our age keep are in these positions to go back and dig into the nostalgia pit and pull out something and make it better than it's ever been. I'm always going to find new stuff to buy.
Where does it end?
It
Where do
does.
you think it ends? Like, okay, because they've mined the 80s pretty much as they can.
They ain't done.
Yeah, dude, there's so much stuff.
What can you possibly mine from the 90s to get nostalgic about? Like, obviously, Turtles are still kind of around.
Right.
We know Super Nerd Plus is a mark for
Power
any
Rangers.
Power Rangers.
Oh, it's pretty much
Power Rangers. Super Nerd is the biggest Power Rangers fan.
No, I'm just saying, like, what could they bring back out from the 90s
Oh.
that isn't out already now? What?
I was just saying peace. Cause
Oh, Oh, you got to work tomorrow.
Oh,
Okay, fair
Merry
enough.
Christmas,
Appreciate
sir.
you, brother.
The 90s too much. I stopped playing with toys. It was all about video games in the 90s.
Yeah.
Video games, movies, and anime. So that to me is the anime is the nostalgic. The video games are nostalgic.
Right, because it's like, what
There's no-
could
there's no
you
toys.
possibly pull from the '90s that would, you know,
There's always going to be something because you got to remember every generation keeps moving forward, and that becomes their childhood that comes back to them at some point. So it's a never-ending cycle.
I would say, I mean, it wouldn't be a toy, but if they updated Punisher and Nick Fury,
from the arcade?
the game, I am
They did.
I am
Talking about the
there.
Genesis game.
Yeah, like if they polished it to where
Okay,
it was,
right.
Well, they brought it out on that one collection. One of the Marvel vs. Capcom.
was it
collection.
updated?
Yeah. No,
It's the
No,
arcade.
no, I'm
You talking
saying-
about remake
I'm
it.
saying, like, if they remade it and it
Well,
was, but other than that,
there is an unofficial fan additional.
Yeah,
They added a whole bunch of people to it.
Yeah.
no,
They put Blade and Black Panther and all sorts of people in it.
Did they make Nick Fury black?
Nah.
No, they didn't.
Well, no, they may have, but I don't remember. But I think they kept a lot of the original animations and stuff, but they added a whole treasure trove of
Oh.
characters to it.
yeah,
But,
toy wise, what would that be? Wrestlers? Like, yeah, that was wrestling then, wasn't it?
Wrestling was
like when
80s,
they had like the
90s,
ring,
yeah.
you had the ring.
still
and
have
then-
that,
they
funny
still,
enough.
They still kind of have that though.
No,
Yeah,
well, I'm just saying like those wrestlers.
Oh,
Like
yeah, yeah.
like kids wouldn't care about Bret Hart how we did,
Right.
But in the '90s,
Oh man,
it was probably wrestling.
we didn't touch on the wrestling because you imagine like doing the dream matches of all the wrestlers if you collect them all through the time and then you just put them in the ring. You have dream matches.
That was but
That
that was
would
how
be
they used to
something to
set it
do.
up.
Yeah,
Because remember
man.
when you would see the commercial, they had the ring,
Yeah.
and they'd have the wrestlers lined up. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
In the
I mean-
'90s, it'd probably be wrestlers.
Yeah. I mean, even from a collecting standpoint, starting lineup still releases stuff.
That's true.
And I remember starting lineup was the original pop, basically.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
starting lineup.
I wanted plenty of them.
Yeah, starting lineup was like all the professional athletes and stuff,
Yeah.
and they were basically little
Oh.
miniature
Yeah,
statues.
it pretty much
Came
just
with a
started,
card or
like,
whatever.
1989, 90, right when the
Mhm.
Pistons were the champs. I remember
Yeah.
because they had Magic, they had Bird, they had Isaiah. I don't think they had Jordan because Jordan wasn't going to do his license.
Probably
with,
not.
With anybody that wasn't
I
Nike.
remember that.
Yeah.
So, Barkley, I think they had Barkley at the time. Yeah. So,
Yeah, but if you go to Target, send a check. They still got starting lineup stuff, new stuff coming out. So
Oh, wow.
that's worth
crazy.
getting. All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Wrap up the show. That was a good one. Thanks for hanging out with us the past hour. First and foremost, we wish you all safe and happy holidays. No matter what your holiday is, I ain't got to be specific. Next week we're gonna be doing a special live stream where we're actually gonna be hanging out. We're gonna be playing some games for New Year's Eve and stuff like that. Hopefully you are able to come and join us.
Oh,
for that
yeah.
one.
I'll
It probably. Are we
briefly-
gonna start at the same time? Or we're gonna do it later.
starting at 9 and
Start at
going
9 and we're going
through
till whenever. Yeah.
till New Year's.
Till New Year's.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So-
Y'all be ready to strap in
Yeah.
and count it down.
Hey, yeah.
And no, we ain't watching he's not even alive anymore, but watching Dick Clark and nobody dropping the ball.
Oh yeah, no, we ain't doing that.
We will
Yeah.
acknowledge the time.
Right when the time his noon or noon midnight. When the time his midnight, yes, we will say Happy New Year to you all. Yeah.
and switching over to live count.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
Y'all not gonna time it,
Oh, no, we'll
where y'all
we'll-
stop playing your games and it's the Thanos snap
Depending
right
on
at
how locked in
you
we
got the
are, we
Thanos
might be in the
snap
middle
right
of
at it. Right.
Annihilus, doing a run with Annihilus. I don't know, man. We might miss it.
We might set up a countdown clock
Right.
somewhere to keep an
we
eye
might
on
miss
it. And again, it's another day. But
It is
y'all come chill with the fellas, and it'll be a better day.
100%.
All right, y'all.
He's tapping his
Have a
shirt
good
because
one.
it lights up.
Right.
It's hard to see with all the lights.
He ain't tweaking his nipples. That's certainly
Yeah.
not what he's doing. So anyway, happy holidays, you guys. We'll see you all next week, right here, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, for another great episode of Culture Junkies Live. The great Adakuji, GQ.
Mega Sean.
I'm Kenshiro. See you guys later. Celebrate with your families.
Bye bye.